welcome to Queer Games. Heck yeah, I'm Luke Miller, game dev extraordinaire, game player extraordinaire, streamer extraordinaire, all round extraordinary. If that's what extraordinaire actually means, it could be one of those weird French things where it means the opposite. But we won't know because we're not duck duck going anything today. That's my pledge for this stream. Um, we're here to play another game from this year's Queer Games bundle, which is running for another couple of weeks, maybe less than 2 weeks, maybe only like 10 days. So you've got to get on it. It's well worth it to support queer artists around the world. Um, so I'm playing through some of the games, just the first half hour of them to give a bit of a sampler. Also, my attention, I can only do about half an hour of like thinking and reading and streaming, I think. And I never want to disengage from the games. I really just really want to be there, present, taking them seriously, trying to understand what the developers meant by every pixel, really, because they put in the time and the effort, and I actually really value that. Yeah, so that's what we're here to do. But I will say that there's only a couple of weeks left of the Queer Games bundle. I think there's only a couple of weeks left of Queer Games Heck Yeah Season 2, for a variety of reasons. Like, I've got other projects I've got to get rolling, you know what I mean? But also, I do want to be engaged. I do want to focus on each game and give it the attention it deserves. And I also don't want to repeat myself, I mean, I do repeat myself a lot of stuff, welcome to Quick Games, heck yeah, let's get going, I'll see you next time, all that sort of stuff. But genuinely, if I feel myself start to repeat like the themes and the ideas and the theories that I'm seeing in each game, then I'm like, well, that's not the game. That's me just sort of running out of stuff to say, or I haven't thought through stuff, and I'm just falling back on regular tropes and theories and ideas. And I don't want to get there. I don't want to do that. Like, I want it to be fresh for me. So yeah, so I think that as much as I want to, um, there's also a natural point where you kind of go, this block of Queer Games Heck Yeah is done. I mean, it happened with season one, and we came back for season two, so there could be a season three one day. I don't know, but never want to commit. I mean, if I had unlimited time and resources, I would just commit to everything all the time, 100% of the time. But alas, we live in an imperfect world. Today's game, speaking of imperfect worlds, no wait, speaking of perfect worlds, today's game is called A Chance Meeting with a Lover, which is a great title. Well, a really wonderful title, actually. Um, I see, like, I don't know anything about these games going in, so if you don't like surprise content, look away. Another thing that I never ever repeat. But I can already see there's like a horn on this person, and knowing how queer games work, there's almost always like a monster in them, a misunderstood monster, that we either are or we're deeply attracted to. I'm not saying that this game is that, but I'm getting a vibe. All right, let's get into it. Oh, that's very loud in my ears. Let me just turn that volume down. I think it's okay for you though. Yeah, okay. I might turn it up a little bit for you as well. Let the music take some of the load today, because as I said, I'm kind of a little bit worried that I'm not, I'm not like as fresh and as giving it as like all the welly that I was at the start of the season. Okay, the first thing that leaps out about me about this game is this amazing pot plant over here. Um, Games need more pot plants, actually, I think. More trees. No, there's plenty of trees in games. No, I'm talking about specifically these vine climbing things. Oh wait, the camera's in the way. Okay, this is so special that I'm actually going to risk completely blowing up the overlay. Okay, are we ready? Oh, and now the quick games. Wait a minute, over logo. Okay, let's. Nope, not you. Game link, game title. Okay, let's turn you off momentarily. Wait, maybe I can just turn the whole... Can I turn this whole thing up? No. Okay. This is me just figuring out how stuff works. This is kind of weird. Okay, let's put you there. Sure. Now let's also hide the overlay, right? And now you can see the pop line that I'm talking about. Alright, wait a minute, we'll go this way. Yeah, I've got a friend who makes a game called Kinda World, a mobile game. And I think I'm not a massive mobile gamer, and it is free to play, which is always a big red flag for me, but actually I don't mind Kinda World. I really like the mission behind it. It's a game where they actually think about the mental health of the player, which is quite a revolutionary idea for me, and I've really adopted it. And Lauren's my friend. She was banging on about it for years, and I was just like, oh yes, I'm really interested. You know, this is good PR, etc., etc. But then when I actually looked at it, I was kind of blown away by the care and the psychology behind it. And also, just I guess the idea of just, I don't know, just games can leave people better than they found them. Not just entertain them. It's almost like there's only two types of games at the moment. Games that entertain, and that's kind of like the indie scene, I guess, and games that extract money out of you, which is, to me, most mainstream games these days. But I definitely think there's definitely room for games that are not educational, but just kind of use all the tricks of gaming to just make you feel good about yourself, and just kind of leave you in a better place. Anyway, let's put the cameras back where everything's supposed to be, because I want to get on to the second thing I noticed about this video. That's back there, and overlay back. Let's try this. Seamless. Wow, I feel like I've got magic. I should change the whole overlay around a bit more sometimes. I am getting a little tired of the Liberation logo. Liberation, it's almost done. Coming out pretty soonish, later this year. And so I'm really ready to move on to the next game. I mean, it's like the curse of game dev, right? Is just when you're really a bit sick of your own game because you've been bashing away at it, you've been honing it, you've been crafting, you've been testing it, it's been buggy, and you finally just got it all together and you put it out there. That's the time when you're supposed to be the most positive about it. Like, hey everybody, look at my wonderful new game. But at the same time, you're kind of sick of it a bit. Or I am anyway. I'm not sick of Liberation. I'm just I guess I imagine it's a little bit like being pregnant. You're ready for the baby to come, and it's I'm ready for this game to go out so I can start on the next game, which I'm not 100% committed, but I'm I guess kind of committed. It's a little space station game. It's got a great little title. I can't wait to put the logo up, really. But oh well, that's neither here nor there. The second thing I noticed about this game is this cute little, I don't know what you call it, cushion. Oh, and a box of tissues. Okay. Maleo. And that's why I came to see you. Oh right, don't worry, I'll let you speak when I feel like it. Oh. I'm not sure about this, I never cared for talking to others. It seemed like a hassle. Talking is how you end up with stories around you, and I'm quite fond of my privacy. Oh, okay. So it's dropped us right into the middle of a conversation, by the looks of it. And because I rambled on for 10 minutes at the start of this, I'm completely out of the zone. It's our little guy with the horns. He seems a little bit sinister, if I'm being honest. It was only because Fowerland made me talk to those damn people, those heck people, that there was ever any talk about me. I lived a perfectly hassle-free life. I had a cottage on the beach where no one disturbed me and I could soak in the summer. People thought the cottage was cursed and would stay far away from it. No one knew I was there. No one had any name for me. I never had to worry. Then I stupidly moved out. Well, not that stupid. Oh, he looks so sad. More little saddy face. Fate is cruel, is it not? Interesting comment. Why move? You found love? Ooh, options. You found love? That's what they call it. Though I'll admit, I like the word. I like the way it sounds. They had a different word for it, of course, but it was the same thing. It was that old hag that taught me the word. I'd heard Fowlan use it when talking about his dogs. I can't remember if he ever used it for me. Sad face. But you loved him? I love him. I saw him on the way here, as it happens. Oh, not that he was ever going to recognize me, of course. Do you want him to? Is there a reason not to? Frowny face. What about what he wants? It seems you've outlived your usefulness. Oh. Wow. Brutal. Short, sharp, and out. Interesting. Well, we're going to have to give that another go. And that's why I came to see you. Oh right, don't worry, I'll let you speak when I feel like it. So you can control us speaking. Okay, let's see, we've seen this. Yes. Okay, why did you move? Okay, why move? A colleague was moving. No one was interested in his home, so we made a trade. I wasn't certain at first, but they have something of a silver tongue. I ended up taking the woodworm-infested thing and fixing it up. It was a horrible change from the beach, nothing but snow for miles. But there was a village nearby, for if the mood took me there. Do you resent your colleague? No, I wouldn't say I do, though they did make a mess of my cottage, but I wouldn't have left it if I were that horribly attached. It was just a whim to them, and neither of us are in the business of seeing the future. I was mad at them for a while, but we're on perfectly good terms again now. Strangely, they even got me set up to stay here. Why here? Fowlan lives in the basement of this building. Your landlord offered to him at a discount. My apartment is on the west side, not exactly luxury, but something close to it. I'm planning to meet him on his way from home. I've orchestrated a nice introduction. Would you help me rehearse? Oh. Okay, well, I can't say I understand what's happening. I do really love this mechanic of, like, each playthrough gives you just, like, a fragment of the story. It reminds me a little bit of Her Story, which is an amazing game if you've never played it. I think it's about 8 years old now, but it's just like a collection of little snippets of an interview, and you choose the order that you watch it in, and you get the whole story just through osmosis, And I'm getting that from this. He was on a beach. He has a colleague. He's kind of like stalking someone or hunting someone down. I'm getting the vibe that the cottage was a very long time ago, possibly thousands of years. Like, are we talking about like a sort of a devils come to visit us kind of vibe? Alright, let's try again. Dum 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 dum. You found love? Okay, yes. The dog he never used on me, but you... Oh, why is that? Wait a minute, what was the last bit? Oh yes, did he ever use the word love for us? Why is that? He's changed. He's like a new person now. Oh, is it a reincarnation thing? His old lover is mortal and keeps dying, and has come back thousands of years later. When I knew Fowlan, he was up with the birds at dawn and sang a pitch lower than them. He was quick. If he wished, he could scale a tree and pluck them from the branches before they finished their tune. He ran with his dogs like their brother. Where he went, they went. If they hunted, he hunted. And when he came to my shrine, he prayed on his knees as my most loyal devotee. Now he sells discs and headphones, and the best he does is hang outside the convenience store past 11. And what about you? Me? I never change. I'm the same as the day we met. I'm the same as the centuries before. I'm the same whether his name is Fowlan or Thomas or Maria or Boniface. Yeah, see? My heart hasn't changed. My desire hasn't changed. I'm the same creature no matter the name of a mortal or what the mortals call me. They may call me Maleo. Maleo. Maelo. Let's settle on that. They may call me a god, a heck, but I don't evolve with the stories they tell. You'll forget this now. Goodbye. Alright, I think there's one more path that we could try, maybe. Stupidly moved out, not that stupid. Fate is cruel. Why move? Colleague was moving. Do you resent your colleague? So you chose to go. I needed resources for fixing the shrine. The offerings that had been left for repairs had seen better days. Most of them were rotting like the rest of the place. If the place was going to be livable, I needed to be able to make actual repairs. That, and if the villagers noticed a miraculously repaired shrine out in the woods, they'd all come flocking back with their gifts. I would have been happy to accept their gifts without them knowing anything about me. And the shrine? It truly was a miraculous. It's in the basement of here, I guess. Truly was a miraculous restoration. There wasn't a woodworm left when I was finished. I imagine it's collapsed now, it probably rotted away. Or maybe it's one of those tourist spots and someone's been keeping the legends alive all these years. Would you like to find out? Hmm. Well, I mean, I don't like to duck duck go stuff, but I think we've played enough to know we want to see if this male O figure is real. Um, it's a bird in Indonesia, critically endangered. Hmm. But other than that, I don't think it's necessarily a god or anything that I'm aware of. All right. Well, I mean, that was a very short, sweet game. I wonder if it was made for a jam of some kind. Um, because it does have a bit of a made in 1 week kind of vibe to it, but it's quite polished. I really do like the I really did like how there was a reason to replay it to get the other endings. I often find with games that go, oh, we've got 10 endings. You have to you have to retread an awful lot just to get like one paragraph difference. Here it was like four branches that were very distinct branches, so it was very good. Um, yeah, there was a bit of mystery to this game that I don't think was completely resolved, but that's fine. Not everything needs to be explained. I think we got a pretty good picture. Um, yeah, if this was a jam game, I do think I wouldn't mind it being built out a bit into like a full length thing or a bit longer. Um, because it kind of there was a bit of world building. Like we know his friend is living in the basement. We know he's kind of a god who doesn't want he wants the supporters but he doesn't actually want to meet them. So that's quite interesting. All right, thank you for joining me on Queer Games. Heck yeah for today. I hope you have a very good day wherever you are, and we'll see you next time.